Okay, you can see in this video I brought the boss. Hi, Sophie. She's going to make sure that I do it right, aren't you? Huh? Yeah? You're going to give me high fives? Yeah? Yes? Yep? Okay. Alright, part 2. So, I've got the lines back on the fuel filter housing. Fuel filter, that's what I prefer. Cars and trucks, that's what I prefer. And this is what I use as the oil. Now, if you saw the last video, I pulled the crankcase plug, which has a magnet on it. Very little, if any, metal shavings on it, and that's what it's for. It's an inspection plug plus a drain plug. So I reinstalled that, got it hand tight, and then moved my hand clear down. This ain't the ratchet I use, but clear down like that, and just gave it one quick turn to make sure it was locked in. So this tank is clean and dry, well, of oil for the most part. Made sure, as I said in the previous one, that everything's working here and that it returned oil. Now, one thing I didn't mention in part 1 was that I let this sit for about 15 minutes with that underneath of it draining the front where the oil filter goes on, as well as the crankcase plug. Now, like I said, maybe 15 minutes. So with that 15 minutes, you know, go in and see if you can talk the girlfriend or the wife or whatever into a little bit of that hot thaw, and then with the other 13 and a half minutes you can make a sandwich, have a cold drink, and get up out of that heat because it's hot. So I'll be filling that at least halfway, but not full, so it doesn't dump most of it out. I've set this back on the ground to get as much angle onto that filter housing as possible, keep the oil inside of there. And in most cases, 3.5 quarts is like the bare minimum, okay? But in this case, I'm only going to put half of that full, and then I'm going to put 2.5 quarts in that, and then I'm going to cycle it. And by that I mean hit the key with the spark plugs removed, so it doesn't fire. I just want the pump to catch, let it siphon some of that through, let the internal filter decombustion and the pump do what it's supposed to do, and then I'll come back and check it after it settles out for a few hours and run it again. And that way I don't have that spewing that you saw out on the drive. So peace out. Any questions, put them in the comments. Do what I can. Safe riding, y'all.